Alrighty, everyone. G'day, guys. Let's see. Hopefully, everything is nice and working. Looks like it. Hi, guys. Welcome in. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Heroforge Legendary. Today, we are, well, for those of you who haven't been here before, Legendary is where we sit down and we build Heroforge models together. Now, this season, we have been sponsored by Heroforge again, but we have a new caveat. And the new caveat is that we will be inviting a variety of different guests onto the channel to come and build Heroforge minis, talk about their cool things that they got going on, and more. That's basically what we're doing. We got a couple of guests lined up in the near future, so we will be doing that. But in the meantime, we're going to be mixing up Heroforge with a few different things. Now, first of all, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a promo, sort of thing, because I will be doing a podcast for the Mercs of Mischief. That's a name we haven't heard on the channel for a while, but we love our friends over at the Mercs of Mischief. And we are going to be doing a new podcast series, which will be called Eberhart PDnD. It is a modern fantasy where, kind of like the fantasy world, but set in more like today. And it is a buddy cop comedy. And it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of cool things that happen. And it's set in a small, like, quaint little town called Eberhart. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go meet some of the people of Eberhart and flesh them out as characters, build some different locations, kind of just do some world building and just hang out, talk things, just chill. Nice chilled hangout stream for the most part. Tim Scott, thank you so much for the bits, and of course thank you to the Wizard of D&D for the subscription, as well as that's all we got today. Yay, good. Okay, excellent. I thought I was further back behind chat. Whoo, mercy. All right, cool. So where do we begin? Well, I guess the first thing I want to do is I want to start talking about Eberhart itself. So the world of Eberhart is, for me at least, is kind of like 1990 maybe the early 2000s. Kind of. I guess there were still a lot of things that exist now that existed back then, but the idea is that like technology wasn't really like kind of at where we're at the moment. Smartphones aren't a thing, but there are mobile phones, there are walkie-talkies, there are kind of the small mom and pop shops are still kind of a really, really big thing. Things like mass internet communication isn't really a thing. That's kind of what I'm looking at. It's like the internet itself is still kind of finding its feet. We're still dealing with like CRT monitors and stuff like that. That's kind of the era I want to be building. Why do I want to build that era? Well, aside from the massive nostalgia that I think buddy cop comedies kind of enforce, I definitely want to give this town specifically a very nostalgic, like the town that time forgot feel. And I think it works better if I set the baseline a little bit further back. That way, when I throw this even further back, it's less work on my part to have to explain why no one's got a cell phone in this quaint little country town. So there you go. That's the start of it. Now, what is Eberhart? Eberhart is basically just a Midwest town, right? Like, you can kind of imagine these things, like, especially if you are in America and the like, you can imagine a town like Eberhart existing today, where everyone knows each other. The mayor is like is kind of like one of the more prominent people, and he's really there by a popularity vote more than anything else. There's like the sheriff, but the sheriff has like maybe 2 or 3 different jobs, you know what I mean? Like, it's a small town. So that's the initial nature of what we're doing here. Hey, thank you so much, Calindria and Tim Scott, yet again for the bit, as well as Matt Brecker. Guys, slow down. What? Well, okay. Thank you for launching the hype train. Much appreciated, and welcome in, guys. I hope your stream went well. I hope we won the battle. I had to step away because obviously I was setting up for today's stream. But yes, I hope you won your battle. I hope the battle was victorious. And did I die? Maybe let me know if I die. I just used create food and drink, made a grilled cheese. Nice. I don't know if you mean you use that in a game, because I think that's amazing. But if you used it in real life, then fantastic. I could definitely use a grilled cheese. Andy Griffith meets D&D. Yes. Andy Griffith You know, kind of the. Well, I mean, the best way I can describe it is. Tim, thank you so much. Oh wow, these are easy. I'm just like, I'm trying to focus, guys. Come on, can we use some play? You know, what was that? Yes. If I had to describe it, I would say it's kind of like those old 90 films. It's like Bright, for example. If you watch the Will Smith movie, Bright meets Hot Fuzz. That's kind of the vibe it's got, right? So the main story is that a dwarf from the city has been basically retired by force. This is because there've just been one too many incidences and the like, and they've been shuffled on. They've been given a posting in a small, quaint country town. He does not want to be in that town. He wants to go back to the city. Everything in the town is super quiet, super chill. Like nothing is high octane. And it's just really funny because as more and more happens, it seems as though there is some secrets in this town that need to be unveiled, and the buddy cop duo are the ones doing it. But they kind of almost imagine like they're in an action film, which is really funny because like the guy who actually is the sheriff of the town, who's the other half of the equation, he is a very big fan of the action movies and stuff like that. So it's kind of a fun dynamic. Now, so I guess where do we start with the town of Eberhart? I guess the first character we want to look at is we want to look at who is in charge of Eberhart, right? So let's build the Eberhart mayor, okay? So Eberhart, in my mind, is predominantly human, as is most of this particular region of the world. But there are dwarves and elves and you know, animal folk and tobacco, you know, all these different things. So I guess the first question I've got is, when you think of a small town country mayor, what do you think? Do you think like a female human? Do you think like a grizzled old retired adventurer with a Texan accent? Do you think a Genasi who's like, you know, built like a fridge, right? What is the town mayor? I think, yeehaw! Hey, no man, what's up? Welcome to chat, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Gnome Ann is a fantastic content creator, and a wonderful, wonderful human being. Guys, actually, I've got something to tell you. You know, we were talking about this like a few weeks back. I did the Furby thing. I'm not gonna tell anyone any other context beyond that, but I did the Furby thing. It was horrifying. It was absolutely horrifying. And if you want to see it, it was in the Christmas episode. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can get a link. I did the thing. Yeah, I did the thing. It was awesome. It was hilarious. It was horrifying. There was heroin involved. It's just, yeah, it was a whole thing. Look, yeah. Yeah. See, my channel is mostly, and I say mostly, you know, a soft M. That's kind of where I kind of live. But recently, I've been finding some of my players don't wish for me to maintain that rating, and are very eager to have me lose it. But that's fine. Let's see, where is it? There is my Christmas special. Yeah, here it is. There it is. All right, come here, you. Okay. Post this up in chat. There we go. Done. There it is. There it is right there. It's a doozy, I'll tell you that much. It starred, of course, my friend Robert Hartley, GM, a comedian from New Zealand, a very, very good friend of mine, and Janet from World Anvil, who is one of the CEOs of World Anvil. We had to, unfortunately, cancel our regular scheduled program, but we kind of wanted to role play anyway, so we did. And I improv'd a whole Christmas adventure, and it was a whole thing. Oh, the hype train got missed. That's okay, don't worry. I'm sure another one will be along sometime soon. But thank you, regardless, to all of the people who are part of that. So yeah. Ooh, I just started using one level. Awesome, fantastic. And if you look, it's a shameless plug. If you do end up buying or purchasing it, feel free to use my code or use my link thingy, because look, World Anvil is amazing. It's a wonderful tool, and if anyone has the opportunity to, please capture your world building on World Anvil. It is it's so helpful to not only compartmentalize a lot of the stuff that you build, but also just keep track of it and be able to turn what your world is into a wiki. So not only you, but your players can easily access it. So it's a very, very cool thing there. All right, so I put all my subs in a Furby dungeon. Jesus, yeah, fair enough. Case in point, whatever it was last night. Yeah, sexy battle wizards. Whew, yeah, that was definitely not soft M. There you go. Hey, Pixie, what's up? Six heading briefly. Hi. I see your head. Well done. Nice. I want to do that for my next campaign. Sweet. Awesome. All right. So, small town. Let's go. We're going to create in Heroforge our small Midwest country town mayor in a fantasy setting. We want to design their personality. We want to design their race, their class, the whole thing. Nice. If you really, yeah. DM stretch is amazing. Also, if you can track down Laura Bones. And no, man, I gotta recommend as well. 100% go and join the Discord for World Anvil. Like, if you ever decide to really dive into it, it is just one of the most helpful places you can be. There you go. Really want to get a WA sub at some point. It looks so useful. Yeah, fantastic. That's awesome, Myth. Also, I did see your message, Myth, and I will respond to it. I just it's been busy, so I just know that I have read it, and I appreciate it. I really do. Okay, so where we at, yo? Okay, so small town mayor. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I think having a town, like especially a fantasy town, it's very easy to forget the humans, right? Like it's, can I share the link of the pitch in the final room of the Furby dungeon? Yeah, totally, 100%. Please do. I will also give everyone a M warning. Like the Furbies did not age well, by the way. And they can be quite horrifying. Follow the link at your own discretion. But please, by all means. Fantasy setting, small town mayor. Yeah, Grizz, that's what we're looking at. So, I mean, if we're looking at like a fantasy town, like I think humans kind of dive into the background. Giving humans authority in this scenario is kind of almost impressive in unto itself. Like, how does a human mayor deal with an orc who is like sort of causing a public disturbance? You know what I mean? It's kind of like yeah, like this person is friendly, this person is influential. The authority kind of stands out a little bit more, you know. The mayor's a baker. Yeah, look, I mean, the mayor should definitely have a second job. I think that's very, very true. Again, small enough town, you would definitely have someone that would do that. How does a human mayor exert authority over an 800-year-old? Yeah, well, exactly. That's super boomers. The super boomers. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, to an elf, for example, this guy would be a kid. Alternatively, if we had an elf mayor, it would be like, okay, well, cool. How long have you been in office for? Well, I've been in office for 400 years. Oh, okay. Well, who's going to run against you, really? So I think either a human would be really cool, because I think, of course, that dichotomy between the authority would be just fun to explore. I think a gnome might also be really fun to explore as well. Just like kind of like a really cute little gnome in a business suit. Do you know what I mean? And just someone who like, for example, like, yeah, they get made fun of because they're short, but I can just imagine them with like like laughing it off, but actually they're quite scary because of the authority that they have. That could be kind of cool. Only time will tell. UK, welcome in. What did you miss? We're creating a small Midwest country town in a fantasy setting. It is a modern game, so it's like kind of like early 2000s, maybe 2010s at the latest. And we are designing the people of this town, and we are designing like kind of their personalities and stuff like that. No, man, make the grizzled old granny that the elves make fun of for being young and naive. That'd be really funny. You know what? I could see that. Like, like kind of like this, maybe like this rather, kind of, like a little shorter, maybe a lot thinner, kind of granny, with like the sort of like. Bear with me while I zoom through this real quick. Nope, that's not the hairstyle I was looking at. It was. Maybe it was down below. That one there. And then we go with like kind of like the The business suit kind of vibe. Let's see. There we go. And that's not a business suit. That's a cowboy outfit, Michael. Definitely a cowboy. Yes, this should definitely be the 100% Midwestern mare right there. I thought I got the right one, but I clearly did not. Where is it? Oh, no, I did hit the cowboy. Where are you? Was there a... I think it's that one, maybe. All right, so then we take that off. Under... Let's go with the shirt. Pose, kind of. And then kind of maybe look at like some glasses and stuff like that. So there we go. So something, something along the lines of, like again, like this elderly, kind of grandma kind of thing where she's too hot, dehotify. Okay, so let's, well, look, grannies can be hot. There's no reason why grannies can't be hot. Look, we can play around with certain measurements here. We can definitely look at an older face. We can do some makeup and help cover. Don't awaken something in me, please. All right. So, again, like just the old grandma kind of thing. And we can do something like that, for example, and have... All right, so let's give that, and then gray hair to that. Like a salt and peppery look. Sorry, I'm a little distracted, but that's okay. I will chat in just a second. Maybe dark blue. There we go. Black suede, black tie. Maybe a little wider. Oh, actually, I kind of like that. There we go. Beautiful. And then Granny has that pink lipstick on. Beautiful. Decal's face. There we go. All right, so there you go. So, no worries. Thank you so much, No Man, for stopping by. We hope to see you again soon. All the best. And once again, guys, go check out No Man. She is an absolute delight on stream. All right. So yeah, as I was saying, like again, like having the this old woman who is again being told by the elves that you're young, you're inexperienced. What do you know? Like about about stuff. That could be really funny. I kind of like that idea. I'm gonna save this as a draft. So this is gonna be the first draft there. So we got the old granny mare. That could be kind of funny. Let's see, what else we had? A Goliath mare. Who's gonna argue with that? Well, you see, actually, I have an idea for a giant panther principal of the school. I kind of like that idea. That's kind of an interesting one. Business gnome. Okay, well, this is now easy because now what we can do now that we have like kind of the business suit is we can just go into species and shrink down our gnome. Oh, you know what? I don't hate that. I don't hate either of those. That actually looks really kind of cool. I kind of like the idea of like, yeah, I do like the idea of the female gnome. That kind of looks cool. Let's have a look at the goblins. Ooh, goblin doesn't look too bad either. Although maybe the goblin has that librarian look to me, maybe. Yeah, I see. I know, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like something about the goblins here is making me like, it's like, oh, you're very trustworthy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like you're the person I would want to confide in. But I think the gnome kind of has that nice little mid ground of like, I could see this gnome or this gnome being like being savvy, but like also a people pleaser. You know what I mean? Like, I could definitely see that. Mayor should also be a florist. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Don't disagree with that. Missing the hype train? Ah, that's okay. That's fine. Vampire animal control officer. Yes, you know what? We'll come to we'll come to other roles in a little bit. Right now we're working on the mayor, but do remember that UK. We'll come to that. Yeah, thank you so much, Myth, for the 100 bits. You can make it look older with some decals. I found out. Yeah. You can age people. It just takes a little bit, but yeah, you can. Mayor is a sentient skeleton. No one knows how long they've been there or how they changed. No, I'm gonna go with no on that one. It's an interesting concept, but it's just a gimmick concept, and I mean that politely, right? Like the thing is a lot of people have negativity towards gimmicks. I think gimmicks are great. I think they serve a very, very particular purpose. It's to communicate to the audience in a short period of time that you don't need to develop that character, right? So if I create a gimmick hot dog vendor, for example, and he's from New York, immediately you envision like a fat guy, you know, kind of with mustard and stuff like that. His cart is like this tiny little tin wheelie thing, right? Gimmicks work because they instill those imageries. But because we're building these fully fleshed out characters, I don't want so much of a gimmick. So if you went with a mere skeleton, it's like, yeah, you got the one joke, which is he's been here forever. Which that's just like, yeah, cool. He's just, yeah, he's yeah. Yay, London Euphoria. Yo, what's up? What's up? Needs very shiny shoes. We'll give him some shiny shoes. About to go to bed, saying hi. Oh, thank you. Goblin tax collector in Pathfinder. Oh yeah, yo, I do remember your goblin tax collector. I forgot about all that. Yes, the goblin tax collectors. What about an ogre who opens an artisan cheese shop? Ooh, I like that idea. Seems somewhat reminiscent of a certain Monday game that I'm in, that I'm playing with some people. So yeah, maybe that'll be a nice little nod too. I mean, keeping in mind this is not going to be on my channel, so anything that does get made here is, of course, for the Mercs of Mischief. That would be an orc in my old group. An orc. Flashbacks to Skeleton Taxi Driver in Halloween Town. Yeah. All right. Okay, I think I'm leaning on the gnome. I like the gnome. I love the idea. Let's work on our gnomish mare. Now here's the question. Number one question is male or female, or other. Put it in chat. Let me know. I think I'm kind of vibing on the yeah, I think I'm kind of vibing on the female. Mythical goes female. I mean, we'll change the hair color with the hairstyle and the colors and stuff like that. That's kind of cool. I do like that one. Oh, I think that's a winner. Ooh, I think that's a winner. No, I think that's the winner. I like that one. I really... Ooh. Yeah, I really like that one. Okay, cool. So, town mayor. So let's build this character out. So the town mayor is... Eberhart town mayor. I need a name. Gnomish names. Female gnome. Age... Let's make her like 60... 67. I like that. 67. Nice, cool name. Nice, cool age. Age is 67. Name. What name do we want? Name. So, it needs to be something that that sounds gnomish, but at the same time has that kind of... No 69. No. Because I'm more than just a sex number. And I do not just insert sex numbers. Gnome McGnome face. Thank you, Australis. Also, hello and welcome. How you doing, man? 69 is better. Guys. Look, I figured we got all our sexiness out yesterday, so for those of you who haven't checked it out, guys, Sexy Battle Wizards, our game from last time. Whew, it was a great game. It was a lot of fun. Gnomish name generator. All right, let's see. Gnomish names. Let's hear them. Rack them up. All right, female names. Boom. Zafi Pebblemanta. Yoxis Bowldriver. Ilalin Deep Spell. Azalea Thimblejar. Mayor Thimblejar. Ooh, nah. It's okay. I like that. I like it. Thimblejar is kind of like a... Mayor Thimblejar. Thimblejar. Mayor Thimblejar. Mayor Thimblejar. I think it's the th that's throwing me off. I like Azalea. I think I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that one. So Azalea. Also, hi Quincy. I see you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the incredibly talented and absolutely wonderful Quincy from Quincy's Tavern is in chat. I cannot wait, by the way, for our game next week. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Quincy is actually going to be guesting on this this show, where we build a character for him using all of Michael's Heroforge skills. And we're going to be doing that. But, of course, if you wish to know who Quincy is, and if you wish to, of course, go and support this wonderful human being, please, by all means, go and inspect his channel on both Twitch and on Instagram. Very, very cool and amazing content there. And if you... Actually, you know what? If you're a fan of my channel, I know you love food. And you definitely want to go follow the Instagram. 100%. Go follow Instagram. Alright. So, what we're doing, by the way, Quincy, is we are creating a small Midwest town. It's kind of like Bright meets Hot Fuzz. So it's a fantasy kind of world. And the Midwest town is kind of like this little run-of-the-mill... run-of-the-mill, like, kind of like, you know, oh, yeah, it's like the most peaceful city in the world, or peaceful town in the world. Nick Knackle. Ooh, Mayor Knackle. Ooh, Mayor Nix. Oh, Mayor Nix. I like that. Azalea Nix. Mayor Nix. I like that. That actually works. I think that works well. All right, so Mayor Nix, position, town mayor. Now, most people in this particular, like, so in Midwest towns, especially in the smaller the town is, normally positions like the mayor hold two jobs, right? So you wouldn't just be the town mayor. You may also be the town librarian, or the town baker, or the town butcher. Should this town mayor, according to you guys, should this town mayor have another job, or should it simply be this is the town's mayor? Also, let's play around with some things as well. I love the hair, but I think we should work. Pawn store owner? Yeah, I like that. Pawn store owner. Any other suggestions? Herbologist. Oh, that gives me very South Park vibes. Straight up. I like the pawn store owner vibe. That's working for me, because here's the thing. I love the idea that maybe her value comes from like, having, remembering the things that people forget. Like that's such a really cool message to like explore for the story, like that's why she has the pawn shop. It's not necessarily to like dole out money and stuff like that, but like, sorry, my cat. Hello. Oh, by the way, come say hi. Say hi real quick. There you go. This is my kitty. His name is Prow. He's gonna protest in a second. Meow. You don't love, but I love you. All right, there you go. There you go. Yeah, he wanted to go out. Yes, he is a cutie. So what was I saying? Yes. So I love the idea of the pawn shop owner because it's not so much that people are desperate and need money and that's kind of what it is, but it's more that people want an opportunity to, kind of like, oh, I need to get rid of this old couch. Cool, very well. You go to the pawn shop, you give it to the old couch. But then the mayor is someone who views the history of it. Like this couch belonged to your family. And I remember it. And then even later on, it's like, yeah, cool. My kids got married. And oh, do you remember that old couch that that grandma used to have? You go to the pawn shop and it's there. You know what I mean? Like I love that kind of steeped history. And I think it works really, really well for this character. All right. So okay, cool. I love that. I think pawn shop owner is definitely what I'm leaning on. So thank you, Quincy. That was a wonderful suggestion. I think as far as hair goes, I'm gonna go with pink with maybe a couple of stripes here. So I'm gonna give that green stripe, a blue. Ooh, I like the blue. Yeah, I like the blue. Definitely the blue. And then maybe let's go with yellow. No, there is a good purple. So it's not purple enough. Maybe right. No, I like that. That's fine. We'll just keep there. All right, it's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. That is coming together very nicely. I think maybe the suit could use. I mean, look, the suit's not supposed to be very colorful, right? But I think maybe that's a little too drab. Pawn shop works in both ways for good and bad leaders. Yeah, absolutely, 100%, 100%. All right, maybe the other way around. Get that charcoal going. No, matted. Something's off. Ooh, I do like that. Yep. We're going in the right direction now. Let's get some black leather on those pants. That's nice. I like that. And let's go. Okay. And then okay, I'm not hating that. I'm definitely not hating that. Are they supposed to be wealthy? I don't think so. I think they should definitely be well off, by all means. But I don't necessarily think they should be wealthy. Okay, so I think... okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to do the pose. So I like the idea of the mayor kind of looking like she's ready to listen to someone. So let's start with... hands there. I think, see, that one's kind of like the operatic speech type thing. So what we can do is by moving and altering the hip at various locations, we just adjust the stance without necessarily moving the feet. One of the things about moving your characters, especially in Heroforge, is you've always got to remember that your character, your feet can't move at all at any point in time. So that's something just to be aware of as you go to things. That's a very big boo-boo, I can see. Because you see there's a bit of white that's stuck there. Shame. Terrible clipping. Alright, so we need to cover that up a little bit then. All right, so then we twist that around. Yeah, maybe like a speech kind of thing. That could kind of work. So open hands, she's kind of like ready to chat to people. Okay, I like that. Then we have maybe the eyes kind of. See, the glasses do obscure the eyes. Pardon me. The glasses do obscure the eyes a little bit, but I don't necessarily see that as a problem. We then want definitely for her to look like she's orating. And we want to look like she's making a point of contact with her face. So she's kind of has to be looking in a direction. Right? So there we go. Now, if we want to add a little bit of extra something to her, you know what I mean? Like, if we want to, like, kind of, like, go, oh, okay, well, you know, like, how do we make her more mayor-like? Well, one of the things you always see, like, especially with politicians and the like, is, of course, none other than a microphone. So what we can do here is we can add that microphone, throw that up, twist her around, even change the grip. And now she's talking into the mic. Which is still a little awkward, but if we do that. Twist that down a little more. There we go. All right, so now we got the mayor talking to the people, and that kind of looks really nice. You know what I mean? Like we've got that kind of like, you know, like yeah, she's not like yelling or screaming at a podium. You know, she's just there as the mayor, telling everyone like, you know, hey guys, like, you know, it's a beautiful day in sunny Eberhart. You know, so that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, there we go. All right. Cool. Yeah, that kind of works. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have now our new character. Now, this is something I wanted to show off, and this is one of the main showing off. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we are using Heroforge. Heroforge is our bread and butter for building artworks and the like. And of course, they have just released the beta for the character and the lore stuff. So the lore page. No, don't be like that. All right, you know what? I'm gonna save this just for posterity because I feel like things might. There we go. All right, so the character lore page now is on Heroforge, where you can add in your character's name and details. So for this one in particular, we're gonna call this. This is Azalea Nix. Azalea Nix. Female gnome, mayor of Eberhart. Age 67. Mayor of Eberhart. Azalea Nix runs the local pawn shop and uses it as a way to keep old memories from the town alive. She prides herself on the rich history and family ties from this town and its people. She believes that Eberhart is a... Nope, I can't write more than that, but there you go. There you go. So that is the limit. Boom. All right. And then we can add categories and we can add tags to it. So this is a modern character, so we've added that. So we can add tags like gnome. We can add tags like mayor. We can add politician. Right? Just, again, politician. Did I spell it right? Politician. Yes, I did. Create politician. There you go. There you go. And so you can add a whole bunch of tags, and then people can find them if you wish to share it to the library. Now, I don't want to share this to the library, but I'm going to save it nonetheless, because I'm going to share it with you guys, you people at home, because we love you guys. Call the pawn shops the Artifacts Roadshow. Ooh, I like that. I love that. Maybe like, okay, let me just check a couple things. Boom. Boom. Alright, sweet. That is all sorted. Okay, so I like the mayor, and then let's add in shop. I'm gonna call it the Artificers Roadshow. The Artificer Roadshow. The Artificers Roadshow. Yeah, I think that plays off well. So maybe she does like tinkering and stuff like that. Like she does restorations. That's kind of cool. Hold unwanted things sold to her pawn shop. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's really nice. She's got a really, really cool thing. Looks like the side part is uncolored. That's because I did want that to be white. But I will dye the laces. Yeah, I want those to be white. Is it a Shadowrun game? No, this is still D&D. We're just homebrewing a bunch of stuff. Alright, there we go. So we have our town mayor. Great. So, one down, many more to go. Alright. So, let's see. Here we go. Okay, so next character up, we have... well, we've got a couple of characters, so let's actually explore some of the ones that we have already. Ignore those. Let's see, Eberhart. Here we go. Okay, so let's work on some of the other members of Eberhart. Here we go. Okay, so the next character that we're gonna do is, I think this is actually, you know what? Let's show off some of the artwork here. So this here, because we're gonna fiddle around with these a little. This is one of the main characters. His name is Pastor Dan, or Danclius. Pastor Dan is a cleric, of course, of you know, quite well renowned. He's the town sheriff as well as the pastor of the church to Aaron, the god of protection and family, as well as agriculture. There we go. That is that's my very poor rendition of this character's accent. All right, so this character we actually used in a D&D game not too long ago. It was let's see. Definitely. I definitely think sidearm wise should definitely be the standard gun there. Let's change up his pose a little bit. So let's get him in a neutral pose so that we can see what we got here. I love everything here. Let's add in a few details. So, what's the next town position? Next town position. This is the main character of the show. This is both a sheriff and a pastor. So sheriff and pastor. All right. Yeah, I think that kind of works well. Hey, Salsa Ray, welcome in. We are making a pastor, or at least we're modifying a pastor, whose name is Danklius. He's going to be in a podcast of mine. So this is one of the we're just kind of just designing him as we go here. I think maybe just having him there with a cup of hot cocoa. That could be kind of very. There we go. Any turtlenecks? I don't think there is a turtleneck. I don't think there is. I wish there was a way to add a. I wish there was a nicer jacket that we could have. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. Boom. Okay. What if? Oh, actually, you know what? I do have some artwork that they sent me, but I'm not going to share it with you because I'm not technically allowed to. But I will share it with you as soon as I can. Second I get the go ahead, bam! It's gonna be like, hey, listen, buddy, I'm going to share this artwork around. And they're going to be like, oh my god, how dare you? And I'm going to be like, because my fans need it. My fans want it. It's what they deserve. Don't tell me what to do. Here's my gun and my badge. I went ahead and my gun and my badge. Primarily because I don't have a gun and a badge. It is actually quite hard to gain firearms in Australia. Like, it just is. All right, let's get some more modern boots on him. Let's have a look. What are some good work boots? You need some good old-fashioned work boots. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me being Australian, but I'm like, nah. You need some tradey boots. You need those boots that let everyone know that you work a trade. Oh yeah, these ones here. Yeah, these are your tradey boots right here. I don't think they look good, but I definitely know tradey boots when I see one. Let's see. What else do we have? Any other good boots? Lace buckle boots. That's a little bit risque, I think, for Pastor Dan. Let's see. No, that doesn't quite fit it. Ooh. Pastor Dan does enjoy his weekends. Okay, let's see. Tall boots. Worn boots. I don't mind those. Leather boots. Yeah, they're getting closer. Work boots. Yeah, they're a bit small. Little small. Studded leather. Cleats. Button shoes. Oh, this is a tricky one. I was like, I don't want to. Oh, here we go. Maybe a little taller. A little taller would be nice. Somewhere between this and those other boots. What about these ones? If only they didn't have the fur. Okay, those are a bit extreme. You know what? I think we're gonna have to go with the best of, and I think the best of currently is, where is it? These ones. These are the best ofs. All right. Okay, so we got some nice work boots there. I think that kind of works. Have them in cowboy boots. All right, let's have a look at the cowboy boots. Let's see. Cowboy. All right, my name is Father Danklius. Father Danklius. Gotta lean into it. All right, them cowboy boots. Yeah, I think that gives him a very Western feel, but I don't know. I think the work boots look better. I like them. Okay. Morning, Lou. How you doing? Welcome in. I hope that you're doing good. That you're feeling awesome. There aren't enough modern clothes options in Heroforge. Yeah, there really aren't. There really aren't. So we're kind of that. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I guess it's really good that we're sitting here doing this, because if you do want to make characters with a more modern take, this would be a great place to start. Like, because that's what we're going to be focusing on. We're going to be focusing on very modern type of characters. So, Lou, to tell you what we're doing, we are gathered here today in order to build characters for a upcoming podcast that I'm making called Eberhart PD20. It is a not sketch comedy. What am I saying? It is a comedy that is kind of like Hot Fuzz meets Bright, so it's in a fantasy setting. And our main protagonists, as it were, are a pair of buddy cops. One is from the city who has been forcefully retired after an incident, back in the city. And the other is like a small town, policeman who, kind of idolized those old, cop movies like Miami Vice and stuff like that. Okay. There we go. I dig these shoes. Maybe okay. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Nice. All right. I'm digging that. Then we need black tie. That's good. Yeah. There we go. All right. And we need brown sludge. That is definitely what we need. Brown sludge. Boom. And then we can have that be... There we go. Very nice. Yep, beautiful. Okay. There's his cup of coffee. There it is right there. I wonder if we can add decal to the coffee cup. Can we? No, we can't. Well, we can, but we can't add what I was looking for. All right, so we got Pastor Dancleus there. Let's have a look just really quickly. Just check on some hairstyles because there were some new ones that came out. Ooh, I don't dislike that one. I think that works quite well as well. All right, so I've got to ask you guys. Okay, here we go. Ready? First vote of the stream here coming up. Okay. Hey, Mally, how you doing? Welcome in and enjoy the lurk, Bandicoot. Please enjoy the lurk. Also, if anyone has anything they want to talk about, like I said, this is a hangout stream as well. Feel free to throw out questions. Anything about role playing, D&D, and the like. That's kind of it. All right, so hairstyle. Hairstyle number 1. This is the side part. So that's number 1. Hair number 2 is the shortcut. I do like the shortcut. Side part, shortcut, or the slick back. Side cut, shortcut, slick back. And I will roll through them again. All right, I'm going to do a vote. Manage poll, new poll, hair, side part, shortcut, slick back. Slick back, don't get stabbed. All right, there we go. Hair poll is up. Please cast your votes. Cast your votes now. I don't know. I've got Curse of Stride tonight, so I'm just yeah. Jamar, hello, greetings and salutations. Shortcut but mirrored to the other side. We can do that, I think. Can we? There's the shortcut, and then if I go here and mirror it like that, that's the mirror to the other side. That is mirrored. Yeah, let me know what you think. Looks like a lot of people are going with the shortcut. Are we happy with that? Okay, yeah, I think we're pretty happy with that. All right, shortcut it is. So I'm definitely digging that. There we go. Completely lost my voice. Had to cancel my stream today. Oh no, Mally, that's so hard. I mean, yeah, it's rough. It's rough. You know, like there are definitely days where that's gonna come and get you, and you gotta be on top of it. You gotta be like, hey, I need to take the time. I need to do something that's gonna be for the benefit of my own health, and it's really good to see that is what you're doing there. All right, let's. He looks like a cop. He is a cop. Jamar, he is a cop. He is a small town sheriff. All right, we got the shortcut. There you go. All right, now. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have him bring that coffee cup around. What the hell is happening with your arm, mate? Mate. And then make it look like he's putting some sugar in his coffee. I mean, is that what it looks like he's doing? Does it look like he's like putting sugar in his coffee, or does it look like he's stirring his coffee? I mean, is that the vibe we've created, or is it something else? What do you guys think? What does it look like he's doing? Looks like he's stirring. Okay, I can go with stirring. Looks like stirring. Okay. Yeah, putting something in there. Yeah, okay, cool. So it doesn't look out of place. Oh, a donut. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Brilliant. There's totally donuts. Donut. Is there donuts? There has to be donuts. I feel like there's donuts. Or some sort of baked good. There has to be some sort of baked good. Food. There it is. Food. There's chicken. There's a banana. There's a cupcake. There's a pizza. There's an egg. There's no donuts. Ah, that's a shame. 'Tis a shame. There's a chicken. No. Although I think I should be able to, if I get sorry, I'm muttering to myself. I hate when I do it. Do call me out on it. I will read it in chat. Okay, so if we grab a smaller object, like let's embrace the idea of stirring, right? So if we go with that, I love the idea that maybe we get a, where are you? Come on, there we go. So we get a magic wand, and then we change the grip on it, bend it downwards. Okay, so he was stirring it, and now he is lifting it out of the cup. Come on, baby. So close. Okay, a little more. There we go. Okay. So always, when you're making models and stuff like that, always keep an eye on the elbow. The elbow is where all the magic happens. As long as your elbow is kind of where you want it to be, right, then your hand poses is going to be fine. If your elbow is wrong, that is where things start looking a little bit crap. Okay. All right. So what I need to do now is I need to lower this one. So lower that elbow, bring that over here, then twist that coffee mug ever so slightly. This is a lot of effort for a stirrer. Okay, come on. Come on. There! It's never too long. Feels like the wind is a bit too long. All right, what do you think? Ta-da! Thank you. Yes, flourish and candies. All right, what do you think? Does that look okay? Does it look like he's stirring his coffee in the morning? It does? Okay. Sweet. I love that. I love that. All right. Oh, good. Thank you, everyone. That was very enjoyable. So this is our first player character for the show. His name again is Pastor Dan, and he is also the serving town sheriff for our city of Eberhart. All right. Now you see how we've got him off to an angle. So what we can do again is we can just ever so slightly, and you don't want to adjust the whole body at the same time. You just want to adjust a little bit at a time, because otherwise his whole body is gonna change in physique. All right. See, as you can see there, we've moved it too far, and we're clipping into the gun. So we want to move back a little. There we go. Okay, then twist his head so that he's not looking so vacant. Add eye contact with the audience. There it is. So he's looking at you. Face. He's happy to see you. Maybe a little less cocky. Pastor Dan. There it is. Beautiful. Look at that. Eberhart's finest. I love it. Hey, Faye, welcome in. Welcome. Elaine is brave. I'm making a modern fantasy game set in the modern day. Galarian, I want to know, how would you make travel still interesting with cars being a thing? Well, that's the interesting thing. I mean, cars, in my opinion, are no different to your wagon-based adventures, right? Like, sure, there's a lot less to stop your car, but don't forget, there are traffic lights, there are, pedestrian crosswalks, things like that. There may also be accidents that have occurred, like a bus crash that's up ahead might actually stall traffic, and then you've got long lines of just staggered traffic where your party might be in a car and they have to be like, what the hell's going on up ahead? And they have to get out in order to go and explore what's happened, which of course is a really American thing, I find. Honestly, in Australia, or even Chinese, I'd say, anywhere where that traffic might take a while. In Australia, we do have traffic, but I don't think I've ever come across someone who's just abandoned their car to go and do something else in the middle of a traffic jam. It's just never happened, at least not in my area. I would also say, to make things interesting, I would definitely have the radio play a big part in that, right? Because normally in a D&D adventure, you would travel and follow and sort of be like, oh, okay, cool, we're going to this place, we're going to that place, and it's just getting from point A to point B. But if you then have the news or something come across the radio saying, hey, there's a fire that's happened at a hospital, they're suspecting an arsonist who's inside, that might then draw the players towards that location because it came across the radio. I'd probably have a little side note to my players, hey guys, just so you know, because of the way that we're running this modern game, I want to, sort of give you the ability to observe side quests. So the radio that you have, we're going to have is just your standard radio. It's not going to be your playlist. So there'll be jockeys and people talking and stuff like that, and you'll get information through that as well. So that's what I would look. There is a Star Trek role-playing game. It is done by Modifius. I will say this: if you wish to explore it, if you wish to look at it, my dear friend Guy from How to Be a Great GM has run a few of those games. So go check out that one if you would like. All right, so we have Pastor Dan. The next member of our buddy cop duo is our city guard. This is of course Tavastia. So Tavastia was a little trickier. Tavastir is a cleric. Now, in my world, the police are basically still called the PD, but they have different ranks. You have the paladins, who are kind of like your detectives, your SWAT team, stuff like that. And then you have your clerics, who, I know, pun intended, are on clerical duties, right? So they're the ones who are on the comms, they're the ones who run the beat, they're the ones who kind of like handle reception and inquiries and stuff like that. They're on the phone lines and stuff. So that is that's kind of the main nature of it. The adventure channel would be interesting. The adventure channel? Is an adventure channel? Please clarify. I would like to find out. Also, welcome to the crypt. Data. Yay. We talking Star Wars? Why are we talking Star Trek? Why are we talking Star Trek? When did that happen? To be honest, I can't light it when he was adjusting his tie. Oh, okay. You know what? I think maybe I'll do another one. Because I mean, looking at this guy, he's like kind of got his coffee as well. But we're gonna change him in a minute. So we'll have it. I wish we had a donut. We don't have a donut. When Dada died in Nemesis, I cried. Spoilers! It's fine. Look, there's a 10-year break period, I think, on spoilers, so anything after that's fine. The Adventure Channel on the radio. Yeah. Like Adventure Radio. Or maybe like kind of like one of those indie radio shows, you know what I mean? Like somebody's like got like the, what are they called? Like community radio, kind of thing. Like that could be really cool. Like that coming across the broadband. Okay. So, we are going to change Tavastir. We are going to try for a Charlie's Angel pose. Now, for those of you who don't know the Charlie Angels pose, that is where you've got your gun, you've held it up to the side. That's kind of the big nature here. Okay? So, Charlie's Angel pose, here we go. So, firstly, when you're deciding any pose, you need to pick the feet. So, looking at the feet, yeah, I think that's the one. That's definitely the one. All right. So we need to give him a gun. Now, unfortunately, I say unfortunately because it is unfortunate. You can't have two hands on the gun automatic. So, for example, if you look at, let's go with rifles. Where's my rifles at? There we go. Heavy machine guns. There's actually a two-handed feature, so you can have them in one hand or two, which automatically comes with poses. Handguns don't have that option, so we're going to have to tweak quite a lot. So here we go. So we're going to... That's a little bit futuristic for our liking. So a regular handgun with a silencer. I think just a regular handgun there. All right. Okay, cool. Back to poses. So again, we're going with the standard pose there. Okay. So... what we want to do here is we want to have him with his arm up with the gun in the air. So we're going to twist that arm around. Okay, now I'm always imagining this kind of profile. So if you're imagining this kind of profile, then it should be twisted around the base, because this is the lower point, because you can see where that's twisting. Then twisted back this way with the clavicle, because we can move the clavicle there. Clavicle moved inward. Elbow twisted. Again, always keeping track of where my elbow is. Moving that inward and upwards. Then extending that reach. Now, see, that's already kind of looking a little awkward. So I need to raise it a little, right? Just to kind of flatten it out. And then what I can do here is by twisting Tavastir's head, I can obstruct and take away from that direction. Okay, so that's as far as that arm goes, right? Without looking too crap. And we can adjust some proportions as well to help fix that, but you know, we can go there. Trailers. Oh, don't get me started on trailers. Trailers lie to you. They spoil things. Ugh, don't get me started. I have a very big issue with a lot of trailers nowadays. Okay. And then we. Okay. Yep. Okay, so just with a little tiny adjustment there. There we go. And we have the eyes make. Excuse me. Yeah, trailer spoiled everything. Bump, 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 bump. All right. So let's look at some proportions. So what does that look like? That looks, I don't know, maybe that's me. That just looks a little silly. So we're gonna try and change a few things. So first of all, his build is one of the things we look at because his shoulders are so far apart. So we can actually modify that just a slight amount. Muscularity, so we lower that so that we can see more of his face, a little less of that broad shoulder. I mean, it doesn't mean we take away from the muscularity, but we just lower it a tiny bit. His waist is fine, belly is fine, curves are fine. I mean, maybe a few less curves just so that we can stop that clipping issue that's happening there. Booty, yeah, he can have a booty. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. All right. All right, and then we have what's important is the posture. So now he doesn't have to have a fully upright posture, right? Because that looks a bit silly. But if we crouch him down a little bit, we can kind of start finding a nice happy medium. Now the one thing I really want is I don't want the gun pointing forward. I want the gun pointing backwards. So my best option is if the gun is pointing that way. Yeah, that is a way better option. Yeah, that's a way better option. And it's just the trick is trying to get that other hand involved. So if we lower that down, tilt there. There we go. Nice. Nice. Boom. All right. We're not adjusting any clothing. We will. Okay, so we're gonna adjust the clothing, but first we need the pose. Now the reason we need the pose first is because this is what we like to call an advanced pose. It means that the clothing needs to be able to not clip. It needs to be able to look good. It needs to be able to kind of fit the design of what we're going with. And there's a reason why we've got this design. So, you know, there you go. Would it be easier if you gave him the same pistol in his left hand, then manipulated the guns until they merged? No, that would be like 10 times harder. But yeah. But you could do it that way, Australis. That is definitely a thing, especially now that you can actually overlap things and actually get it to kind of merge a little bit. It is a lot easier to do some things that way. But in this case, yeah, it just you know, if you merge the hands, it'll look like the hands are merged. Whereas in this one, it looks like he's got one hand on the stock and he's got one hand on the actual pistol. Well, at least he will when I curve that hand around properly, like so. There, like that. There you go. All right. Hey, what's up, Rover? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? We are building characters for a new podcast series that I'm working on. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here we go. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That works. So, darker colors. So now, looking at the artwork that we've got, it is kind of like almost like an ashen gray uniform with silver buttons and a darker red. So it'd be kind of, I guess it'd be kind of that one, but I think it'd be darker though. That freaking clipping. How do I get rid of you? How do I get rid of that clipping? All right, you. Let's see. Do I have to lower your waist? Is that what this is? Nope. Belly. Oh, that's a shame. Muscularity, weight. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's just I have to lower the weight just a little bit. There we go. Okay, cool. Sweet. Yeah, and sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to make adjustments. Like, obviously, we'd like to have a nice, kind of like a nice view of, like, the character as we imagine it. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like, dwarves should be really, really stocky and stuff like that. But they have not yet really properly integrated, like, plus-size models. So you can get close. You can definitely get close, but you can't quite get exactly where you'd like to go. Ooh, actually, that burgundy might be nice. I need a dark red. That's what I need. I need like a really kind of reddy red, but like maroon. Is that gonna? No, it's not quite. Not quite. Bricks. Oh yeah, that'll do. That's quite nice. All right. All right, nice. Nice. Okay, and then we go to our shoes because we need more modern shoes. There we go. And I think for these ones you can have like the kind of dress shoes kind of thing. Although I imagine they'd want sneakers, right? Like, because for running. I mean, I know cops don't wear sneakers, but where is it? Where are you, shoes? I knew I had you somewhere. Oh yeah, these are actually good. I like these ones. These ones are good. I imagine white socks. And I imagine black shoes. And let's add in just a... So, if any of you are wondering why I use a multitude of different black colors in particular, it's because if you're using darker shades, especially if you're using like a lot of like if you're trying to make a character who is like black on black with black, there's no depth to the character if you just simply color it all in the one shade of black, And for me, it's just a lot nicer if you add in like a tiny splash of like that blue, or if you add in a little bit of that kind of like a, what do you call it? If you add in just those tiny little inflections, like they really kind of pop. And just make the actual black stand out a whole lot more. See, those are black shoes, right? But now they look like they kind of got a shine to it. That's just because I've used like 4 or 5 different shades of black. Yes. 40 shades of black. Yes. Do you not zoom when you do stuff like adding shoes? No. No, I do not. That's because I'm a sniper. Actually, fun fact. Not that I'm a sniper. No, I do have a huge respect for people in the sniping craft, though. It is a very, very difficult job in the military, and I have a great deal of personal respect for people who are in that position. And I will tell you why. Because it requires, more than anything else, a great deal of patience and being as stable and steady as humanly possible. And that, for me, is like just a mind-blowing amount of endurance. I used to play a lot of video games, a lot more video games when I was a lot younger. And I was actually our group's sharpshooter. And the interesting thing is that everyone in my team valued what I did and who I was, because they were like, oh yeah, Mike's our sharpshooter. He gets like maybe 4 kills, 0 deaths in a match. But I was always, very, very sharp, and I still have that with my mouse, so I could still do things like that without having to zoom in. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I like that. That's coming together really nice. Is that an FPS game? This is, well, Heroforge? No, Heroforge is not an FPS game. All right, there we go. Let's see. Watched your PF2 video on your YouTube channel. Sadly, not really feeling it with PF2 compared to, say, 5e or the Basic Fantasy. Rover, I don't disagree. PF2 is very complex. It is very crunchy. I've never shied away from crunch because I'm quite experienced, and I enjoy a lot of variety in my characters, which I think 5e doesn't necessarily provide. Simpler systems don't tend to provide it, because it's like this. If you play a barbarian, right, you can change a lot of the roleplay aspects, but mechanically you're usually playing about maybe a half dozen to a dozen barbarian types, and that's just kind of what you can play. Like if I wanted to play, let's say I wanted to play a barbarian who is an eagle shaman, who basically has the ability to command an eagle the same way that a druid would, right? I would then be told, you should go play a druid and then just call yourself a barbarian. And it's like, well, that's fine. But then if I think about Pathfinder, I think of like, well, cool, I can take the barbarian with the druid archetype. So I'll also get some druid abilities, as well as keeping my rage and my ability to Hulk out, So that is what appeals to Pathfinder 2nd Edition for me. If I am playing with new people, or if my game is incredibly roleplay focused, D&D 5e all the way. And I know Rob likes to joke about it on his channel, and it's from a game of Fungeon Feud. I do love Pathfinder, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Pathfinder, but I love D&D, I love Through the Breach, I love Kids on Bikes, I love so many different role-playing games, there is no one superior role-playing game when it comes down to it, and I'll attest to that till the day I die. Like, there is no one perfect role-playing game. But what you can do is you can have a great GM, you can have an incredible story, and whatever vehicle you use to get your story from the start to the finish, that is the best game for you. That is the best game for your adventure. And that's an important thing to always remember. Yeah. All right. I'm just adding a little bit of that, more of that depth that I was talking about. Getting into those hardier colors. There we go. Again, just adding that blue just to kind of break that up, and so you've got a bit more of a clear line on the face and the like. All right, and I think I have. There we go. Nice. All right, I think we got a really nice Tavastir. I like the ash coat, but I think we can just darken it ever so slightly. We don't need it to go black. We want it to stay gray, but by darkening it just a tiny bit, I think that makes a big difference. And with that red that we've got, again, we can just darken that up a little bit. Add more red. We don't want it to be brown. That's the important thing, because he's got such dark skin already. We don't necessarily want to compete with the darkness of the skin. There we go. Great, beautiful. And in fact, what we can do is we can just increase the saturation a teeny bit, just a teeny bit, just so that's got that bit more of that yellow. All right, there we go. I get the mostly clipping with the hair and capes. Oh man, yeah, clipping with the hair and cape is frustrating. That's why sometimes I just let it go. Like there, it's like kind of clearly clipping into the shoulder, but you know, look, that doesn't look bad. That is not terrible at all in the slightest. I'm quite happy with the way that's kind of come together. All right, so that brings us to Tavastir. Hell yeah. All right, let's have a look. Just stick with the set color scheme for me for the most part. Like Bob Ross says, you got to have a little darkness to make your light stand out, and vice versa. Yeah, that's true. Very Bob Rossy. You missed a strap on the tree. What did I? Oh, I did. Oh, that's actually interesting. I don't know if I like that. I feel like I do. I kind of do. No, I don't. As soon as I put the second one on, I was like, yeah, no, I don't like that. There we go. That's nicer. That's nicer. That's way nicer. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, what I was talking about earlier is that an FPS game. What did I used to play? I used to play Ghost Recon. That was my favorite. I used to play America's Army, which was awful. I hated America's Army, but I played it because that's what our team did. I did Call of Duty, I did Counter-Strike, and I did Rainbow Six SWAT. Those were the games I did competitively. So I actually had a team. We competed for money. Won a bit of money, but you know, like not much. Like you know, maybe like $100 and something, like 200 or something. You know, just little bits and pieces here. My main gripe with 2E is that it doesn't feel like I'm playing a character, more like an MMO tune. My 2 cents, though, also sub to your YouTube channel. Oh, thank you, Rover. Look, I don't disagree with that. Not at all. Not at all. I think there is definitely... okay, so Pathfinder 2E has what we call feat soup. There are so many options, it just feels like, yeah, like you're picking your options, like you're wearing a new hat, like, okay, I'm a barbarian, I have to pick my barbarian talent, okay, what hat looks good on me? And then you pick and choose, and then you place it in there. It definitely plays and feels a little bit like that. However, here's my benefit for that. I think that we have evolved from the earlier days back when, you know, we used to do 3.5 and Pathfinder First Edition, those areas where things were more traditional, charged from, you know, the earlier editions of D&D. Whereas nowadays, after the movement of the great MMO, you know, like World of Warcraft, a lot of people are now become accustomed to a particular type of role-playing game. And I think Pathfinder 2E kind of represents that evolution. It's not so much we are now becoming an MMO. It's more of we have learned what MMOs are doing, and we're going to adopt some of that into how we run things. I don't disapprove of it. You know what I mean? Like I think I quite enjoy that on occasion. Again, not all the time, but yeah, it works. It works sometimes. One of your straps off his disease. Where's this gun holster? Oh, Grizz. Good. Excellent. Freaking excellent point. Okay. Let's, clothing. I wonder if, I doubt I can. No, it's incompatible. Of course it's incompatible. Let's have a look. I just want to save this real quick before like, again, at any point in time, my internet could die or whatever, so always good to save. Always good to save. Now, if I look at... an undershirt, followed by... Okay, so I can't have both. That's the ticket. Okay, so I can't have both. So I wanted to have, ideally... I wanted to have, like, the gun holster that goes across the chest. That would have been cool. Could be under his jacket. Definitely could be under his jacket. Let's see. Okay, well, let's put a gun holster on him, and let's see what we think about it, okay? So, the gun holster... Where'd that go? There you go. Is that it? Is that the gun holster? It looks too small. That looks tiny. Is that just mine? Yeah, it's smaller. It's way smaller. Yeah, all right, I guess. Yeah, no, look, just on the base that it's small, I'd say nah, we won't go with the gun holster. We'll definitely have it in the coat. Dag playing CS. He says he's a sharpshooter. It sounds like you were the AWPer. I did like the AWPs. Would that be a pistol holding out something hidden in the coat? Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna lie. The AWPs were amazing when they came out. But the amount of flack you would catch for using them, which I think is ridiculous because it still takes a lot of practice and a lot of skill to use one. Like, sure, it is a far less of a chance to kill people instantly, but like ultimately it's like it's a different skill set, and people were just salty about it. I eventually learned how to use the scout, which was also fine because most of my shots were headshots anyway. So using a scout made no difference to me, really. But yeah. Looks like a very fashionable outfit. Would have under a suit. Yep, sweet. So basically, the idea with the clerics is the clerics would have a very formal looking suit because they wouldn't be traditionally out in the field unless they had like a sash that would fit over their shirt. Now, this sash would be colored based on what unit they were for. So if they were part of forensics, they would have a purple. They wouldn't. Oh no, they'd have a. What was it? Yellow. They'd have a yellow. No, they have a red one. They'd have a red sash. If they were part of the beat cops, they would have the blue sash. If they were part of rescue and recovery, they'd have a green sash. If they were doing clerical duties, right, they would have the white sash. If they were doing, blah, 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 blah. If they were working for the mayor or working for a government official, they would have a purple sash. And that would indicate, like, kind of where you would divide them. So, Tavastir was a beat cop. Well, no, he was a paladin, actually. He was a paladin who got downgraded to a cleric. So now this is kind of his uniform, as it were. So I'm digging that. Now, why did we do this? Why did we make Tavastir and our dear friend? Because Heroforge now allows for two models to share the same base. Oh, what? Two models in the same base? That's insane. So what we can actually do now is have our buddy cop duo Yeah, right. How cool is this? And then we have our buddy cop duo. And then we go to the extras. There we go. All right, look at that. Okay, just got to make sure the head's not clipping. Kind of like the idea of maybe his head is kind of like tilted forward, almost like to not hit him. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, I like that idea that he's like kind of leaning forward a little bit. All right. They are buddies. Look at that. How good is that? Does that give you buddy cop vibes? Like, that's the important thing. Has this worked? Is this like, okay, so again, for those of you who joined partway through the build, guys, these two characters are going to be characters that I'm going to be running through a game of D&D 5e on a podcast called Eberhart PDnD. These two guys are, well, we got on the my left-hand side, or I think it's your screen left-hand side, Tavastir, who is a dwarven paladin who is demoted from the rank of paladin to a cleric, and then sent to a small country town while they kind of sorted out some legal issues. Meanwhile, however, in the country town, we have Pastor Dan, who is a half-orc sheriff of this town, who's also the town pastor. The town worships the god of family and agriculture and the like, so it's all about good harvest. It's a small farming community. It's a very, very quaint little place. He's obsessed with like action movies from the city. So Tavastir gets sent to the small town of Eberhart, where he believes that there is like some sort of big conspiracy going on, and Dan's there going, no, not there. There's no such thing as a bad day in Eberhart. And he's kind of really, really kind of fun and stuff. But Dan is also a single dad. He is looking after his adopted son, who is Desmoth. which will you'll find out more about Deathmoth later. But yeah, so there's all that that's kind of contending with, and yeah, this is our buddy cop duo as they start to uncover certain mysteries and things. So yeah, there you go. Bad cop, good cop, kind of thing. Yeah, very much so. Had to duck away, but they look good. Love the poses. Awesome. Thank you, Lou. Yeah. So they do give the buddy cop thing, do they? Do they like? That's the important thing. I got lots of their buddies. Do we need to change the base away from black? Their shoes are getting lost in it. Yeah, we can do that. Let's give them a. Oh, you know what? I think just never really get to use that one, but that's kind of cool. It's got like kind of a Terminator vibe. There we go. I dig that. Now I kind of want to make them more central, to be honest, like just pose wise. So bear with me for 2 seconds while I move you back to about there. And then I'll move you just a little bit away from the front. All right, there we go. I like that. Sweet. There we go. All right. Let's save that one. Save as Eberhart PD20. No, PDnD. That's it. PD20 was the other name we were playing around with. All right. Looks like the hat will be clipping into the other shoulder. Yada yada yada. You made another Dan in my absence. I did make another Dan. They look great together. So this is Hot Fuzz. Yeah, this is basically Hot Fuzz. Yeah. The difference is Hot Fuzz, it was about the cop being very, very competent at his job and then him being shipped to the small town where he continued to be a great cop, right? In this one, Tavastir's kind of not a great cop and he's kind of being put out to the side. And Dan is a great cop, you know, but he's kind of like Dan's learning how to work with a partner and Tavastir is trying to get back into the city. So it's a similar dynamic in the sense of like big city cop going to the town, rather than, you know, kind of like focusing on a city cop adventure. But beyond that, no, there's going to be tons of little differences there. Why are the belt loops on Dan's pants white on brown pants? That is you know what? That is an excellent question. Fashion choice. Fashion. That is an excellent question. Let's see. What's a nice color for that one? I think we'll go with a nice leather brown, but we'll make it an different brown just so that we've got some distinction there as well. And I think we'll also look at maybe a different brown for that holster. There we go. That's nice. We'll just do that one. And actually, you know what we can do here? We can move that holster a teeny bit. So let's move it down and back a little bit, then twist it ever so slightly. There we go. Cool. And that's going to just fit a lot nicer on the belt. So where are we gonna find this podcast? Is it gonna be on YouTube? So guys, go check out our dear friends over at the Mercs of Mischief. So this is a Mercs of Mischief production that I'm working on. They're a wonderful group of individuals. I don't know specifically where the podcast will be. Our first filming is going to be on Sunday, but that's kind of a side filming. We're going to privately do it, run a 6-hour game or something like that, and then chop it up, edit it. After which, I will announce where it goes, and I will also reach out to you guys and tell you where you can find it. And yeah, we'll do some rad stuff. We'll do some rad stuff. Cool. There we go. All right. Oh, I love these guys. I'm gonna copy these ones right now. Let's do a quick photo shoot here. All that I want is be a part of you. we go. Okay, that's not working. I need a portrait. There we go. Got a lot more control in the portrait than you do in the scenes, but I do like that kind of shady black kind of thing. Maybe... Oh, there we go. That's the one. Okay. Another cool trick, right? Hey, Quill, what's up? One mini, 2 characters. Yeah, that's a new feature that's recently come out. Now, real quick, the eyes here. You see how his eyes are kind of dim a little bit? That'll come out super dim if you ever print these models. So what you want to do here is you go into the eye color, and then you just add in a little bit of glow. You don't need too much of it, right? That's at about 25%. This is 100. That's crazy, crazy eyes. So about 25%, give or take. And then when you go back to the booth, see that just stands out a lot more, right? Like it's just about the lighting. It's just about how stuff goes. But yeah, there you go. That is. All right, that's beautiful. I love that. So I'm just gonna download this for myself. All right, and then after I download it for myself, I'm going to flip that over here and keep that for me. And then for you, lovely people who have been in chat and who have been helping me out. And, you know, again, it's a very sincere thank you, guys. Like, you know, like just being able to sit and create with you and with you guys, you know, like sort of giving me your suggestions, your thoughts, you guys noticing stuff as I'm doing it, like, you know, it's awesome. So there you go. That is the Eberhart PDnD code. So you guys can have a look and tinker if you would like with your own buddy cop duo. So there you go. Look at that. 2 minis for the price of 1. So what have we done today? We have done both. Let's go. Here we go. Our Eberhart D&D guys. So they're gonna go in here. So there. So we've got Danklius and we've got Tavastir. We've got the mayor, Azalia Nix. Now, as you can see, there are a couple. There's a bunch of different other characters here. We've got. Do I have time for one more? Do I have time for a quick one? What do you guys think? Should I do one more quick one? Because I've got some of these pre-done already. What do you think? Yay or nay? Give us a yes or no. Because, you know, I mean, I'll keep going if people want me to keep going. Just saying. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Tankards and Tails? Welcome in. Welcome in. Sit yourself down. Go for it. Go for it. All right. All right. Take a pick. Take a pick. Quicken. Okay, here we go. So pick one of the characters who are not colored in, I guess. Actually, even choose. You can choose Ginny or Wonder, but you know, like don't choose the pastor and stuff. So yeah, pick one of the characters. First in, best dressed. Slept from 1 to 7. Ugh, sounds like a delightful sleep though. Does indeed. All right, pick one of these guys. Who do we want to know about? Who do we want to build? Devin. Oh, Dovin. That's Dovin. All right, Dovin's going to be fun. All right, so Dovin. Dovin is a owl person, or I think they're called Strigs, maybe. So Dovin is an owl person who is a member of the Neighborhood Watch. That is his role in the town. Now, there are a lot of things that I'd love to have done with this character. Like, I'd love to get him in, like, some large glasses, for example. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to show off another feature of Heroforge real quick. We have the Heroforge community button. Now, you guys can't see it because it's hidden. But the community button, library could not be loaded. Try refreshing the page. All right, I'll refresh the page. Let's do it. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Mordecai. Mordecai661 in the house. Welcome in. All right, there we go. So on Heroforge, if you go down to Heroes and you go to Community, it'll open up a tab. This tab, if it loads, Maybe it's just I need to reload my browser. Should I reload my browser? I think it's fine. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It is a beta, so I mean, like, sure, makes sense. I'll reload one more time. There we go. So what it'll actually do is oh, it's not loading for you. Okay, so it might be down. So anyway, the library browser, what that actually allows you to do is you can actually go in and people in the community have started uploading their designs and their models. And you can do what I do, which is you can go and collect a bunch of character poses and keep them on standby so that if any time you need a particular pose, you can just use it. You can just, borrow it and take it and modify your models based on it. So, for example, in this particular case, I want to go with Sirens and Silver. There it is. I want to go here. I want to import the pose. Okay. Well, we'll start here. Now, I know this looks ridiculous, but bear with it. So now what we do is we adjust this arm back. So let's reset that arm. Let's reset that head. And what we can do here is we can move that arm out and around. Now, by the way, I am also very aware that that is potentially embedded, like impaling this poor owl in his head. But this dude is his name is Dovin, and Dovin is the person in charge of the neighborhood watch. Why is he an owl? Because that was what we decided, and it was funny. So he basically sits down, and I imagine that he's one of those people that always writes down notes. You know, he spies on everyone, and he's like, oh, who is up to mischief nowadays? Oh, no! Sheriff, did you see? There are people on bicycles, I say. I was very tempted to call him Kevin, but I feel like that's too on the nose to make him a Kevin. Dad gets models from the previous seasons to show this person. Yes. D&D noob here, starting our first campaign after the Mines of Fendelva starter set. Wanted to get a custom mini for a new campaign, but is Heroforge color worth it? I don't mind the $50 price, but is paying someone to paint the better option? Excellent question, Mordecai. Let me answer your question by showing you some examples in just a moment. Yes, I'll go grab some stuff. So do stick around for like 10 minutes. Right, 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes and I'll get it to you. All right. Now, so let's very quickly. So I do not want neighborhood watch. No. Okay, so I would love I think maybe a book. Like if this dude has like a book on him, that could be kind of useful. An umbrella. Oh yeah, no, definitely an umbrella. The brolly. Okay, so what we can do here is have this guy. Okay, I love the idea that this guy is just such a nosy neighbor. And now we need to convey that nosy neighborness. How do we do so? Let's see, over the top. Maybe I mean, the shirts work well. But I think it needs to be more than a shirt, you know, like, I think it needs to be like a... No, it's too medieval, maybe a... What's that one? Oh, like a zip jacket? That could be kind of cool. Yeah, like a tracksuit. Oh my god, yes. Yes. We're gonna go with full-on tracksuit. This guy goes jogging. Because that's, of course, what he does. Of course this dude goes jogging. I just need the leotards. Leather jeans, army pants, 80s pants. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. All right. I don't think any tail. I think no tail would definitely work better. So no tail. Okay. And definitely a where is it? Backpack. Where's your backpack? Where's your backpack? You nerd. There it is. Yes! Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Oh, this guy. This guy. I'm getting flashbacks of this guy. Then we get a little side pouch. I think he needs to have like one of those little, like a little fanny pack side pouch where he like keeps all his like snacks and things for his inevitable snooping on other people. This guy. Everyone knows this guy. It's a cassette player, waist pack. There it is! Oh, I'm so glad that they had this in Heroforge. Okay. Now we just need to adjust it ever so slightly. Move it down inwards and to the side a little. Maybe twist it a teeny bit more. There we go. Let's give it a little bit of a tilt there. Come on, just a little. There we go. Okay, cool. So there it is. I need to. Sorry, my OCD. My OCD's kicking in. I'm ruining things. Oh my god, I'm ruining things. Okay. Okay, there. There. Okay, then I just need to. There. Yes. Good. All right, that'll do. Done. Done. Don't touch it, Michael. Okay. And then let's color this baby up real quick. I just like the idea of a barn owl. Barn owl's always my my go-to favorites. I do very much like me a good old-fashioned barn owl. Who do you think you're calling a barn owl? I'm calling you a barn owl. Are you certain that is what I am? Yes, I'm very certain. You realize you're talking to yourself. No, I'm not. Shush. I'm concentrating. On what? On turning you into a barn owl. Woo. Alright, there we go. And then let's give you some glorious eyes. Bird eyes. Bird peepers. There they are. Alright. Then we'll give you colored nose. Very nice. Now, all tracksuits must be this ugly-ass green. If Dragon Ball Z has taught me anything, it is all tracksuits are this big, ugly-ass green with yellow stripes on it. Or white stripes on it. Yeah, the white stripes. Ugh. Great band. Green. There it is. Nice. Your brolly, sir. Your brolly is definitely a black brolly with a wooden handle with bits of silver. Now, I do always recommend the gray that never comes or laid to chest. These are the best. Criminally and Sage is also all right. Where's laid to chest? Laid to chest is that one. These are the best of the metallic colors, I feel. Okay, there. And let's give the lens a glass filter. There it is. And then we don't want to make it like solid gold, right? So we're going with this like kind of off, this very, very clockworky kind of gold. And then your gloves, sir, should be orange gloves. There we go. Yes, orange gloves. Boom. There it is. Okay, your fanny pack should definitely also be orange with more of that ugly ass green. Maybe a little bit of, actually, you know what? Maybe a splash of red, I think. And then have that black zip. Your backpack is definitely blue. Let's go with that blue, followed by this blue, followed by, and I know Grizzles is going to want this. We're going to go with our Wonder Device blue. There it is, right there. See, there you go. You happy? You happy? I hope you're happy. Okay. And then let's go back to there, and let's add our white and pale and black talons. There they are. And then pose-wise, let's get that head nice and straight. There it is. Bend it forward. There it is. Beautiful. And then let's get the eyes working in the right way. We have her looking there. And now we can't adjust the face because this is actually technically a mask on top of the character's head. So this is now our character, Dovin. Now what we can do here as well, and I mean this is just a really tiny little thing, is we can always move that there and then put this behind. Because remember, when you print out these models, you don't want them to have like large like gaps like that. Otherwise, that umbrella, when you print it out, is going to be very, very fragile. So by having it barely, and I say barely, touch the leg here, and you want to kind of zoom in to make sure it is touching. So you see there, it is 100% touching that leg. That adds just an infinite amount of stability to your model. Just from doing that little thing. So there you go. All right. So let's twist that up a little bit. There you go. I like that. Done. And just like that, we have Dovin. Now, Dovin, again, neighborhood watch. He's kind of, like, very weird and things like that. And there you go. Definitely the ugliest effing tracksuit I've ever seen. Yes. Yes, definitely the ugliest tracksuit. That's always the thing, right? You always got to make sure. Weird. I didn't think Aussies use that phrase. Which phrase? Did I have a phrase? Question, how much longer are you streaming for? I am streaming. I'm just finishing up now. DM stretch. I like the image of him having a book almost as big as his torso under his arm. Yeah, I was thinking that. That would definitely look really cool. Need to get my DSLR out and take a decent photo. And mock tag is how fast mine shows up. I see how it is. My mini set wanted to know if it's better getting high quality gray or printed in color. All right. Let me go get the. So just really quickly. Mordecai, let me know if you are still in chat. Are his fingers colored? No, they're not. Let's color their fingers. All right, so Mordecai, let me know if you're in chat, and we'll I'll go get the models and show off a little bit. Okay, so let's go here. I think that guy's still here. Okay, cool. Let me go grab them right now. Okay. No. Cool. I like that. There we go. I don't mind that. Yeah, I need to play around with the kind of white feathers, but anyway. Okay, so let me go grab some stuff. Stick around because again, like I said, we're gonna end the stream, but we are gonna go and raid someone. So bear this in mind. Okay. Cool. Let me go and check that out. All right, here we go. I'll be right back. Cool. All right. Impromptu Heroforge review, I suppose. This is what we're doing now. So, strap yourselves in. Let's change some cameras around. So here we go. So I need to... Hello, kitten. Okay, I need to go away. And then I need to activate that one. And then, once I move... Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Once I move this here... Okay. Boom. There we go. Okay, cool. So, welcome to my body. Okay, nope, that's not the one I want. I need this one. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to put these here. There we go. Sorry. Normally it takes me a little while to set this up, so there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a side-by-side comparison of some of the minis that I've had commissioned. Oh, actually, let me also real quick. I'm gonna just turn off my chroma key, turn off my color corrections. Seeing Dag in the raw, but kind of. Anyway, so there's no color corrections. This is exactly what you're gonna get if and when you decide to purchase stuff. So let's start with something nice and simple. So this is a character that I have for my Rise of the Runelords game. It's a very simple character. A lot of light colors as well, because light colors work really, really well with Heroforge. Let's see, where is he? Oh my god, we've made so many characters for Rise of the Runelords. I really need to catalog these somehow. There we go. All right. Yes, let's save Devlin, thank you. Cool. All right, so this is Malvolo. This is my my inventor. He's basically a trap maker puppeteer. So as you can see, there's some vibrant purples there. You can kind of see, you can see that there is a couple of few effects here. There's no lighting or anything like that because I think I made this one before lighting. Okay. So let's now pull that aside. Actually, you know what? Let's just make that smaller. So that's there we go. And then let's meow. There we go. Cool. Okay. So let me then go into my camera. Configure video. Turn off our autofocus and let's get in nice and close there. All right, so there you go. So here you can kind of see what ended up with the result. So the colors are still quite there. Maybe a little... Oh, lighting? Oh, there is a lighting option. It's in the beta form, so you do need a pro membership. Pro membership's like $50 for like a year. But I highly recommend it. 100%. There's no reason I've ever found to not value it because, one, not only do you get early access to all the new materials, two, you get early access to all the beta materials, three, you can actually use the photo options and actually just take lots of artwork and actually make a ton of really, really cool character art over the course of your campaign, showing your character's evolutions, making group photos, stuff like that. It's a blast. It's just so much fun. All right. So yeah, as you can see, this is kind of the details of it. The raw review is it's got a little bit of texture to it, but not much, right? As far as the color print goes. The fact that it came out like this and you've got a lot of the details, you can see behind him, he's got the, let me do this on Heroforge. He's got you can kind of see there's the, my little toolkit there, because I'm, like I said, an inventor, so I've added a toolkit. Very clear, very distinct markings that you can see. The colors are, again, like I said, just slightly muted from what you expect on Heroforge, but if you actually go to the purchase section, and you have color, it automatically mutes it for you to show you hey, this is roughly what you're going to get. So happy with that one. Not too busy Paladin. Well, the next one that I want to show you is, of course, a busier model. So this is... so real quick. This is a model I made. I don't have the actual figure for him in Heroforge anymore. But this is a model I hand-painted. He is a Hell Knight person. So as you can see, I got more of the colors that I wanted. I unfortunately broke off his tail because I'm very sad and very silly. But yeah, this is one I painted myself. I'm not a great painter, mind you, but I think that a lot of the metallic colors that I did, because I had the paints that did it, came a lot better. So if you've got like a lot of metallics and the like, then painting it yourself is not a terrible option. And I'll show you why in a little bit. So there's that. Now this one here is one I haven't gotten around to painting, but this one is the one with the premium plastic. That first one was the non-premium, so this is the non-premium. So it had a lot of rough edges and stuff like that, and it was a little bit tricky, you know. This one, however, was the premium plastic. Same character, by the way. Just again, like I evolved the thing, and yeah, it was just super smooth. That's also why I put the tail on the base. It's where I learned. It's where I learned don't have things sticking out on your Heroforge model. So now that tail's not going anywhere, and I can actually let me shake that a little bit. So if I wiggle that tail, like I can actually put quite a bit of effort onto it, and the tail doesn't go anywhere. So yeah, good idea. Always make sure that everything, like that wand is definitely not. Like I really wish I'd kind of done that, but yeah, as you can see, that's gonna break one day. It's gonna make me sad. It's gonna make me cry. But anyway, I digress. Point is. This is the premium plastic. I think the premium plastic is fantastic. I mean, you can even see inside the mouth, as it were. There's still a ton of the details because he's got like a reptile head. So again, the premium plastic, if you want to paint your own, especially if you're painting metal, premium plastic, I highly recommend. That being said, the things you can actually do with Heroforge is incredible because I always say this, don't just make a bleh, right? Like, for example, if you were to make, let's say you were going to make a paladin, right? Let's go with, where's my fantasy stuff? Fantasy stuff. All right, so here we go. We've got, where's my paladin? There we go. Here we go. So here is generic paladin. Oh, this is, I bought him as an STL. Anyway, this is generic paladin, right? Paladin is shiny, Paladin is a Paladin, right? But the thing is I can go to a Reaper Mini, I can go to Troll and Toad, I can go to the D&D things, and I can get this mini. I don't need to pay $50 to get this, right? Like, that's flat out. But if I put in a little bit of effort with my character creation, all of a sudden, my Paladin goes from this to maybe something like this, right? And now this is where I was talking about with the lighting and stuff like that. You know, this is, by the way, Woottenforge's miniature, which is very cool, named Aaron, which I love. Or if you want to, you can go with the Paladin like I did for 16. So now you've got this giant mechanical Warforge that's sitting there with like you know, fire spewing out of it like an engine. You know what I mean? Like these are the things that make it worth $50. It's not the plastic, it's not the color, it's the capacity of what you can make that is unique to specifically you and your game. That's what you're wanting to do. That's what you're wanting to chase. Now I have several iconic characters, and I want to show you this. So if you're gonna make a paladin, one thing you need to know is what the metal is gonna look like. So this is my my paladin. It is Atlas. I do like bragging about Atlas quite a lot. He is a warforged paladin Aasimar kind of thing. And as you can see, there's lots of silvers, there's lots of golds, and it looks super shiny in the builder, which is fine. If I actually bought this, there's actually an option for acrylics now, which is really cool. So let me pull that up. So these are the acrylics. You basically pick a side on the acrylic, and then you get to actually, like, it's just a 2D model. It's a 3D mini of a 2D plane that's just an acrylic sheet, which looks really nice. I think it looks cool. If you have, like, your whole table filled with them, I think it'll look amazing. Yes, so painted plastic. So as you can see, the colors mute a little bit. And then if we look at the premium plastic, which is my recommendation if you're doing lots of high colors. And then you got the regular plastic. Now, the regular plastic comes in this gray, but it's a little rough. Like, you know, you can see a lot of the lines and things like that. Not a lot, but, like, you can see lines, right? And then you have the bronze, which is, like, big money. Then, you got, yeah. I kind of want to get that in bronze and then paint it, but, you know, I don't know. I just haven't had the time. Anyway, let's see the mini, shall we? Let's stop talking about it. No! Damn it. I've been manhandling this, so I broke the wing again. That's fine. I can fix it. It's also very sad. Sad when you break minis. Anyway, so this is Atlas. Can I get closer, zoom in? There we go. So as you can see, like, let's take a look at the shield specifically. Let's zoom in a little bit, please. Thank you. Come on, you. There we go. Yeah, so as you can see there, you know, there's a lot of really, really cool details. You can kind of see, like, the shield itself, while obviously not going to have that kind of glittery, shiny gold that you've got. You know, it still stands out quite nicely. There you can kind of see the well, I mean, I don't know if you can see it very much. Sad, Atlas lost a wing. No, that's okay. Look, the wing is fine, it's intact, and the great thing is, and let me actually show you this. This is kind of cool about breaks in Heroforge. So, there's actually the break that is right there, which is where the wing is. But the thing is it's so clean that it is very easy to fix. Like, there is no you know, just it fits so nicely in that the seam vanishes if you fit it just right, which you can very easily. See, like there, and then you just can't see the seam. Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice plastic. Anyway, I digress. Let's talk real quick. So there's the transparent plastic as well on the sword, which is very cool. Shush, we don't talk about that. Okay, so there you go. So that's the transparency on the sword, which looks really nice. And if you want to look at the lighting, so looking at the back there, so I've added in a blue glow for the flaming hair, as it were, and you can kind of see there just on the wings and stuff like that. You know, you could see that it goes from that very, very stark yellow all the way down until eventually it hits that kind of blue, right? So it's very subtle, but it is there, 100%. All right. Last mini I'm going to show you, again, this is more to show off the transparent plastic a little more, is... This is from our Legendary series. So this is where we build minis with folks. I don't need to save anything from there, so there you go. Okay, so this one here is my glass dragonborn. So he is a glossomancer. So this uses a lot of the transparent plastic. I came up with some of my own colorations. Now you can see that it's quite clear where it is, so it's kind of difficult to see what you'll end up getting. And even if you hit that purchase button and go with the color plastic, it's still kind of tough. But I still think that actually came out really, really nice. So that is how that came out. For this model. Right? So the fact that I didn't have to paint any of this saved me not only time, but money that I would otherwise have spent on paints. And I got a mini that was ready to use right away, you know. This one came out amazing, right? So again, the more effort you spend in the app, the more time you spend playing around with your ideas, with your models and stuff like that, I guarantee you the better the result you're going to end up getting. So highly recommend, number one, if you play around with Heroforge, play around with it for a while. Don't be afraid to kill some time having fun with it, right? And I almost say never use one of the preset poses. Like, use the preset poses to inspire you, but then play around, you know? Like, even with this guy, like, he's for the most part, he's got one of the poses, but, you know, I changed the head angle. I moved the shoulder pads so that the shoulder pads had, like, this really cool leading line to it. Stuff like that. If you're going to spend, yeah, exactly. If you're going to spend that much money, definitely want to make sure that you're getting what your money's worth. Yeah, I spent like $70 on paint, and my minis came out terrible apart from items like the chest and huge minis. Yeah, you know, I mean, thing is painting is a hobby unto itself within the RPG hobby. It is something I encourage. Like, yeah, sure, try it and play around with it, you know. But, you know, play around with disposable stuff first, then you kind of want to hit things like Heroforge and stuff like that, and then start looking at that. Alternatively, though, if you do want to start hitting Heroforge, and you have a 3D printer, Heroforge releases their models as STLs for like $10, which is bugger all. So if you really want to get some STLs, print out like a bunch of them, and just practice, you know. I play Warhammer 40k, not discussing on how much I spent on paint and time. Yeah, that's your whole thing. And I have the same thing with Malifaux as well. I have a bunch of Malifaux minis. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to go and pass our love on. We are going to go and raid someone because we love sharing our love and attention. Now, guys, for those of you who don't know who I am, guys, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. I run a whole bunch of D&D shows and Pathfinder and a bunch of other stuff on my channel. We're going to be back later on tonight in like 12 hours. No, whatever 9 p.m. is. It's 10:30, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 11 hours from now. We're going to be back here playing Curse of Strahd. Hey, hello to the legendary Derek. Hey, Crimson Rockstyle. What's up? Fireside Portal. Again, go check out Fireside Portal. Fireside Portal is a really good time and a really good hang. I'm going to shout out the Fireside Portal for our dear friend and supporter, Fireside Portal. All right. So yes, go check out my stuff. Follow me. I'm on YouTube. I also have a Discord page. Come hang out with me on Discord because I love answering questions and doing stuff. We also have a section that we specifically use for talking about Heroforge stuff. So go check that out. And plus, if you ask me questions on the Discord in my special Ask chat, I make videos that I then put onto YouTube because why not? That's what I do. So there you go. Yay. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go and pass our love on to Realmsmith. For those of you who don't know, Realmsmith are a wonderful group of role players. Very supportive, very cool, very awesome. Share them the love. Throw out all of your heart emotes. Basically, just fill them with the joy of your day. And till we meet again, which will hopefully be sometime soon, as always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, everyone. I'm waving up there, but I should be waving down here. Bye. Bye.